Hi and welcome to Bass Guitar Review. My name is Ryan Barsby and today we're going to need our magnifying glasses because we're going to be taking a very close look at a teeny tiny tone tampering beast. That is the Aguilar DB925 bass preamp. While the name Aguilar may not ring everybody's bell, like more well-known brands such as Fender or Ampeg, it certainly will ring loud with everyone that knows tone and quality. Starting out in the 1980s with still current president Dave Boonshaft and amp repairman Alex Aguilar, the company came from these two just not being satisfied with what was available to the working bass player back in the 80s and 90s. So they created the famous Aguilar DB680 preamp as a result. And ever since then, the motto has always been constant improvement in all aspects of bass. And the story is no different with the new DB925. When looking at a new pedal, there are always three key areas I always take into consideration. Firstly, quality, in terms of both sound and build. Second is footprint. Just how much real estate does the pedal take up on your pedal board? And thirdly, value. Is the pedal worth what you're paying for it? But before we go into these three categories and my thoughts, here's a quick rundown of what the DB925 actually is and what features the pedal has on board. The Aguilar DB925 is an all-metal, all-FET bass preamp with two parameters of control, those being bass and treble. The bass control operates around 40 Hz, whilst the treble control works at around 4 kHz, both of which can be boosted by 18 decibels. One very important feature of the 925 is the fact that the pedal uses a broadband boost, which raises the frequencies around either 40 Hz or 4 kHz in a parametric arc, so your instrument sound doesn't become unbalanced, and it's the most musical way to boost and shape your bass tone. The pedal is also completely true bypass, so if by accident your power supply slips out or becomes damaged mid-set, your bass signal will be completely unaffected and will just simply bypass the pedal. The pedal features a bright yet discreet blue LED to let you know when the pedal is engaged. It also features two 1/4-inch jack sockets and a 9-volt DC power input. Let's hear some samples of the DB925. I'll be switching the pedal on and off so you can hear the comparison between the wet and dry signals and see what this pedal can do to your bass signal. Now, I previously said that there were three things I look for when purchasing a pedal such as the Aguilar DB925. Those being quality, footprint and value. And personally, I believe that the 925 ticks each of those boxes with a thick black permanent marker. And here's why. As soon as you have this pedal in the palm of your hand, you know immediately you are holding a high quality item. The all-steel chassis is built like a tank and has a nice weight to it. Not too heavy, but not so light that you'll be scared to really step on it in case of it breaking underfoot. And in regards to the pedal's sound quality, the tone shaping is phenomenal. The bass control adds great body to your signal without being woolly or overbearing, whilst the treble adds a lovely sparkle to your instrument's top end without being too sharp or tinny. The second point, in my opinion, is the most obvious tick in the book. The 925's footprint is absolutely tiny. Having such a great enhancement to your signal whilst taking up such a small amount of pedal board's real estate is a major trump card for the DB925. And finally, value. Nobody is exactly saying that the 925 is cheap. Especially coming in at around £180, it is quite a lot of money for an enhancement to your signal. Especially due to the fact that there are such cheaper alternatives, such as the BBE Sonic Maximizer or the Fender Downtown Express. But the DB95 holds such an important feature over those two, which simply comes down to form factor. The DB95 is so much smaller than its competitors. And with pedal board space being such a decisive factor of whether or not to invest in the pedal or to pick another one, the size makes up for the hefty price tag alone, in my opinion. Simply put, the Aguilar DB95 is a great investment for the avid bass player. That paired with Aguilar's pedigree and 3-year warranty, you'd be hard pressed to find a better boutique preamp pedal for the money anywhere. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Any questions, comments, please feel free to leave them down below. If there's any gear you want to see featured on the channel in the future, then please do get in touch and drop a comment down below. Do remember to like, subscribe, and if you haven't already, please hit that notification bell to be notified of future content. And we look forward to seeing you again on Bass Guitar Review.